Hi guys, just want to start off by saying thank you for clicking on this video. Um, Now, today's topic is going to be about wasting time and specifically how you're wasting time and how to stop. So, let's get into it. So, first, I'm going to diagnose a problem for you. Now, the problem with wasting time, right, is that you are dedicating your time towards something that is not benefiting you or moving you forward. Even if you go out to go to a pub or go, do a party, you're having fun. You're doing something somewhat practical with your time, right? Whereas by sitting there and consuming mindless, just doing mindless doom scrolling, right, and not taking in anything, is not helping you at all. It's not pushing you forward. Now, by no means am I saying, go out and party every day, but, people say never go out and stuff like that. No, part of self improvement is actually developing your social skills, having those experiences. You have to go through those experiences, stuff that happens in parties, fights, confrontation, stuff like that, to actually learn and come out on the other side. And it is okay as long as it's not like all the time, as long as you're not doing serious drugs, etc., or consuming excessive amounts of alcohol, or anything really. So, yeah, that is how you're wasting your time, mainly on your phone. There is other ways, but I'm gonna give the example of a phone, and you can take my advice and put it into wherever you are wasting your time. Now, it is important that you distinguish the difference between wasting time and using time. Using time is something that either makes you happy or develops you in some way, in a positive way, or something you have to do. So, in short, that gives you the blueprint to identify where your issue is. Now, another thing you need to watch out for is mindlessly consuming self improvement content. Now, in my opinion, there is a healthy amount, right? But the problem is when you are mindlessly consuming this content and not putting it into practice, not working. Now, for me, of course, I'm guilty of this at moments, but what I try to do is if I have an issue with something, if, I want to, for example, in my car detailing business, right, learn how to reach more people with, my advertisement, marketing, etc., then that's why I would look up, how to market your auto detailing services, whatever, right? So yeah, that's that. So I've given you the problem, and hopefully helped you identify your personal issue with it, right? Now, another thing I want to talk about is making excuses. Now, people say, right, when you go to doing the work, and I'm guilty of this as well, I don't have any time, Like, oh, I don't have any time to do my college work or school work because I'm so busy doing other things. No, the reason you have no time for it is because it's not something that gives you an instant hit of dopamine, right? It's not something that's particularly enjoyable, but it's something you maybe not have to do, but definitely should. And you need to train your brain to just do these things anyway. And, you know, the only bit of advice I would really give you is try to set your leisure activities into a certain part of your day and limit the time you do it. Now, you want to have a set time, so say 7 to 8 p.m. Yeah, that every day you just, go on a game or, do whatever you waste your time on, right? Because an hour out of a day, it's not a huge waste until you learn, because eventually you're going to grow up and likely stop doing it, right? And the reason I say that is because as we mature, as we grow, right, and especially if you're on self-improvement, there'll come a time where you just have nothing to do. No spare time to do anything, right? Because you're constantly working on your business, working out, exercising, building yourself up. And so just my advice for that would be usually when I'm doom scrolling, right, I'm bored. So, you know, do something, just get out, get away from the phone, put the phone down, put it away, lock it away, whatever, right? And just go out, do some exercise, go see your mates, go play football, whatever. Um, so yeah, that is that. But please do not make the excuse of I have no time, because you do have time, but it's because you don't want to do it. You're not making that time for it. But if you look at your screen time, you might have. All right, I'm going to give you a ballpark here of what, from my experience, most people have as screen time: 4 to 8 hours a day. Now, there's extreme cases where this is below, and there's extreme cases where this is above. Yeah, and I would say try to aim. See, it depends on what you do, right? But on social, like social media, stuff like that, try to aim. I would say maximum an hour a day, right? And I'd say screen time, try to get 2 hours or below. Now, this depends if you use your phone for work or, productive stuff, etc. But that would be my advice, because your phone is destroying you slowly. Not even slowly, to be honest. It is just breaking you down every day of your life, making you less consistent, making you want to choose the easy way out. And this is a problem with wasting time, right? That's the reason you don't have time for anything else, because you're constantly on your phone, sat there. Now, let me just think about this, right? If you dedicated that time on your phone, say 4 to 8 hours a day, into building a business, even working a normal job, right? In a year's time, just do the comparison for benefits. So, the benefits of wasting your time doom scrolling, right, or doing something unproductive, or if it just doesn't push you forward in any way or give you any enjoyment, it's literally wasted hours. You've lost money from it, because you could have been earning money and you're using electricity, you're using a phone, etc. So you've literally lost for doing that thing, right? And you've lost your time. And it might not seem so valuable now, but you will never get that time back again. When you start to get older, and, if the Grim Reaper is then welcoming you, you're going to wish you didn't waste that time, So please change now. Wasting time is so bad. And now the benefits of not wasting your time, you're going to end up with a lot more money. You're going to be in a lot better mental state. A lot of mental health issues are actually caused by your phone, right? Or just, as I say, procrastination in general, wasting your time. So yeah, my advice: build a routine, right? Build the foundation first of your routine. You don't want to be like, oh, meditation, cold shower straight away. Yeah, just build your routine. Something simple, like just start off with making your bed, opening your curtains, right, and going for a shower. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want you to do. Start off with the bare bones and build yourself up. Slowly introduce something, say a cold shower at the end of your hot shower. Um, if it's your thing, maybe a little bit of meditation, or maybe do some push-ups or whatever. Now, slowly, as your routine gets more habitual to you, and you have less time on your hands because you have to do your routine, you're going to see yourself procrastinating a lot less. Yeah, because once you get that habit of just waking up and you know what you've got to do for the day, right? that is when you're going to truly, not completely stop, but limit your procrastination. And that would be my number one advice, is just occupy your time. And without occupying your time, it just leads to so many bad issues. I'm sure you've heard it all before. Bad habits, sorry. Binge eating, bad mental health, etc. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. The game in the background is the Crew Mode Fest. Now, if you have any advice for me on, a topic you'd like me to speak on or whatever, then just drop it below in the comments. Thank you for watching. Also, before I go, if you do enjoy it, I would really appreciate for you to like and subscribe. I know this is pretty generic, but as a new YouTuber, you don't know how much it would help me. Alright? And hopefully help you as well, because if you keep watching my videos, I'm sure you can take some value from it. If this has hit my target audience, and yeah, alright, have a good one, guys. Thanks.